Good morning, everyone. It is Laura Clark of the Wise Living Institute here in the Wise Living Institute community, Living Your Truth. It is day 4 of the Morning Magic challenge, and I'm just going to make sure I am live. Yay, in the right place, the right time. I just ran in. I left the house this morning at 5:30 to support somebody with some healthcare imaging. They needed to get an EEG and an MRI, so I was there to support them in that process. And I just came in home, but I want you to know I did my morning magic this morning. It was very shortened. It wasn't my 20 minutes. It was pretty much 2. I journaled. I just said, what do I need to know today? All I did was I got up. I did my mirror work. I went downstairs. I brewed my coffee. I let the dogs out. I went into my space. I did not sit down. I called in support. We're going to talk about that today. That's what day 4 is all about. And I just took my journal up. I said, what do I need to know? What is the priority of what I need to know today? And I got my answer. It was all one sentence. But that's morning magic. Had I gotten up and just ran out the door to support my friend, I wouldn't have been centered. I wouldn't have been grounded and would not have been present for them. So this is why this morning magic is so important. It allows us to be centered and grounded and present for anyone and any who that needs that, including yourself, right? Including yourself. So you can do this morning magic anytime, but that first time in the morning is when your soul is able to speak because it hasn't listened to the radio, it hasn't listened to the TV, it hasn't listened to anyone else. Right? It's just there and present. And it allows you to step forward. So I will take that message that I received this morning and use that at lunchtime. I will use it when I'm on with a client later this afternoon. I will use that when I'm present for the Living Your Truth Sisterhood open Q&A hours that I have set up today. So it will allow me to get into that grounded state again. That's what is so great about morning magic. All right, let's see how things are going here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's not coming through. Veronica, it's Veronica. Hi, Veronica. Hope you're having a great day. I suspect it may be a little chilly up there where you are. It is here. Yesterday, we talked about being creative, right? And creativity fuels our purpose. It fuels our ability to connect with our purpose and step forward passionately because it allows us to hear those golden nuggets. And creativity, I believe, comes in 2 different channels. The first channel is the actual activity that you're doing, whether it's journaling or drawing oracle cards or meditating. That's a creative activity that allows your soul's truth to flow through and to you with great ease. The second part of creativity is really that creative visualization. It is the ability to see a circumstance in front of you, whether it's challenging or gleeful, and elevate its vibration by visualizing the outcome that you wanted, right? So I didn't do it during my morning magic time, but as I was driving to these appointments, I creatively visualized going in, greeting the techs and the nurses, allowing my friend to be at ease so that they could come out and then grabbing a cup of coffee and coming home. All of that came to fruition except the grabbing the cup of coffee. All of it. The text couldn't have been nicer. My friend couldn't have been more at ease. I've never seen this person quite as tranquil as when they're going through some medical things. So that visualization helped the outcome for one and all for the highest good. Did I get my second cup of coffee? No, not a big deal, right? Because I wanted to be back here for you guys. So the creative visualization is really important. And you can use that during this week, this challenge, to see and visualize yourself getting up in the morning, going through the process, creating your morning rituals. Because then you're going to do it. You're going to want to because you've had this vision in your mind's eye, in daydreaming it. So you can use that as you're going to sleep, just seeing yourself rising. You can use it in the loo in the morning, seeing the morning unfold gracefully and easily. So practice makes perfect. Someone, I believe it was on the thread yesterday, was speaking about how their morning ritual helped them through times of taking care of their parents, right, and health issues. And that had she not had the rituals in place and tried to do it while going through that, it wouldn't have supported her. This is practice, right? All of this personal growth and spiritual development is practice for when you need it, when you need to call it in during those challenging times. And we will all have them. We will all have difficult conversations to be had. We will all have someone passing forward into the next realm in our life. We will all have some sort of health issue because that's our body's way of purging, whether it's a cough when you're going on for a really great speech, you have to give a great speech and you have a cough, or whether it's something bigger looming at you. Life happens, right? Hi, Candace. Life just happens to and for us. And when we have our skill set, our spiritual growth at a level that can meet it, everything gets easier. Things flow with greater ease. They may not be happy, but they flow with greater ease. And that's what I want for you in the development of this morning magic ritual and routine for yourself, is that it's riding the bike so that you can go faster and have greater fun during the fun times and be able to stand strong and courageously during the challenging times. So that creative visualization helps that. Today, we are talking about your soul team support from your soul squad, right? And who are they? So we have another thing that I wanted to address is that a lot of times people have challenges having space and time, not space, but space from others in the house. That's your support squad, and asking them and saying, I am trying to create a ritual that's going to support us going forward. Can you give me the space and time here, here, and here? All right. And that's asking for support from our earth angels. Right? That's asking for support from our earth angels. But we have heavenly angels all over the place. And it's time during the morning magic ritual routine that you're developing to call upon them. Because again, when we call upon them during this morning magic, there's more apt, we're at greater ease to call them any other time during the day. Veronica is saying she's utilized creative visualization, and it's a mainstay for her mornings. It sets my day up no matter what is happening. Absolutely, it does, doesn't it? It really, really does. And you can use it at any point in time. You can revisit creative visualization. And I love it. I just love it. I think it's a way to daydream exactly what you want into your life and attract it and have it come to you. So I love that. That's a great thing for you, Veronica. Let's talk about your soul squad. Right? I liken that there are three elements that you can call upon in your soul squad. One is the big kahuna, right? And whatever you call the big kahuna, whether it's God, goddess, the universe, spirit, Allah, Father Sky, whatever you call the big kahuna, that supports all of life, calling them in, right? Universe, please support me at this time. That's one avenue of calling in support of your soul squad, is going direct line to the big kahuna. If you are not religious, or you don't necessarily believe that there's an afterlife or some big kahuna, that's okay too. Right? That's okay too. Your big kahuna might be the sun. It might be the moon, right? Just watching over you, whatever that entity, whatever that energy is for you, call that in. If you are spiritual and or religious, whatever that means to you, call that entity in. That's one avenue of your soul squad. For me, I call it the universe. Big U, can you come in? I have great conversations with the big U because he's one of my great friends, and I use he. Some people will use she. I have a relationship where I can it's like he and I are just having coffee, right? Hey, big U, what do you think of? I am often speaking to myself. Hey, big U, what are you thinking of? That's one avenue of your soul squad. The second avenue of your soul squad are the angels. There are archangels, and then there are a flood of other angels. And then there are spirit angels. So we have archangels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and Ariel. The list goes on. Which one do you resonate with and why? I would start with Archangel Michael because he's the strong one, and just see if you can call in and feel him supporting you. And that's the place to start. Just call in Archangel Michael. May you stand here with us today. And then there are spirit angels. Like I call my grandmother in all of the time. You know, I know she's with me. Sometimes I call my mother in, not during morning magic time. She and I have a relationship that I don't necessarily need during morning magic time. But I call in my grandmother, right? Because she's supportive of me. Not every day, but some days. Right? So they're the spirit angels. I call them the spirit angels. Those people that you've known who have walked the earth, who are now in spirit. So we have the big U, and then we have our angels, right? And then underneath that, or as a tangent to the angels, are the four elements. You know, we have the spirit of the east, the spirit of the west, the spirit of the south, the spirit of the north. They all represent spirit of air, spirit of spirit of air, spirit of water, spirit of fire, spirit of earth. And those spirits can come in and support you. If you need to clear your mind, you will want to call the spirit of air to come in to support you. If you need to settle your emotions, you will want to call the spirit of water. If you want to elevate your connection to source and your passions, you will want to call the spirit of fire. If you want to feel more grounded and strong in your physical self, you will want to call the spirit of earth. So we have the spirit of the four elements in there. That's in the realm of our spirit angels. So we have the big kahuna, we have our spirit angels, the archangels, spirits that have gone forth to the next realm, and then spirits of the elements. The third tier that you can call in to support you are your totems and guides. Right? And totems and guides come in all shapes and sizes. If you know your totems, start using them as you sit down. Start calling in the support for yourself. If you don't know your totems, a great way is to go on a hike and ask the big kahuna to show you a totem. And you will feel the energy of some sort of animal. Another place to find your totems are in your dreams. Dream states often bring our totems into play for us. That's where I found my last two totems. You may have one overarching totem for your life totem, or they may shift and morph depending on what your needs are. I had a bunny rabbit as a totem, and I had a deer as a totem, and I've had an elephant as a totem, and most recently I've had a peacock as a totem. Okay? So they come and they support you at different times. And the more you can create a relationship with them when they come to support, the more they may show up intermittently during your life. Right? Other kinds of totems are fairies and the earth angels. So we have fairies all around us. One of the things, hi Barbie, how are you? Um, I call in the fairies all the time when I've lost something. Fairies turn around. My X must be found. I've lost my keys and my keys must be found. So I'm calling in my fairies all of the time to specifically for that. But as it relates to the morning magic time, calling in your soul squad, there are 3 categories: the big kahuna, God, universe, spirit, whatever you choose to name it. The second category are angels and spirit angels, right? And the spirit of the elements. And then the third category are your totems, and mostly the nature totems that are here for us. So those are the categories I want you to play with as you're going into your morning magic creativity time. Call in your angels to support you, right? So what you can see that we've done over the 4 days of this morning magic challenge is we are just stacking the energy for you to connect with your own inner wisdom. We're stacking the energy. When we get up out of bed, we're saying our morning mantra. When we go brush our teeth, we're doing some mirror work. When we start the process, we're doing some creative visualization to start the process. And now we're calling in our soul squad. Right? I'm excited to bring tomorrow to you. Not only for that, but I'm going to announce what will happen after this challenge, because 5 days is 5 days. You get all this information, but let's grow upon it. And that's what's coming as information for you tomorrow. All right. I hope that you have a terrific Thursday. It's Thursday here at the River House and the Wise Living Institute headquarters. And Barb, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Barbara. I'm happy to have you here. All right. So hang in there. Let me know this evening when the Soul Squad support comes back around, who you call in as your soul support. Who are you looking to add into your team to support you? And then there'll be a hint posted at the end of the night, and then you'll get your email in the morning. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Big hugs. Bye.